No intro, going live, right into it. Nation Real Life, special edition, bonus episode.
Special. This is the one this might be a lost episode. We don't know yet.
I don't think so. We're only one beer deep.
You're too deep.
No.
2 dildo brewing and museum beers deep. Lager, I should say.
Yeah, shout out to our pal Mainlander Tim for the hookup on the beers. What a beauty. He's a great guy.
He
sent us a DM
dude.
on Twitter, and Tyler's like, we got to go to his room and pick up beers. And we did.
He gave us
delicious.
Like 10
I've never had one of these before.
You've never had a dildo brewing co. and museum
No,
lager?
never. Lovely.
They're actually very good.
See?
It's the flaked maize, I'm telling you. I've never seen that ingredient in beer before.
The flaked maize and the beautiful balance of hops and yeast.
And KY.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were laying the dildo jokes on pretty aggressively during Oilers Nation every day, Jay.
Were you offensive? Were you offended?
It's a family show.
Yeah, but
Tyler's a dry guy anyway.
The thing... Oh, boy. Well, there goes his light.
The light just fell off the camera in here. Not that we're shooting this on video, but I was 2 minutes ago bragging about how good my setup was, and that happened.
So
I think Jay bumped it.
No, I'm right here.
Jay's laying in
I
bed.
couldn't be further from the light.
I think your cable tugged on the tripod.
So you're concerned that I kept mentioning the fact I was drinking a dildo lager, which is in fact true.
I know.
On the show.
You kept making like very blatant dildo jokes.
But they're also accurate. They weren't jokes. They were statements about my dildo in my hand.
You just said there's KY in the beer.
That is the one time I went a little too far.
That's what makes it go down smooth.
You just called me a dry guy.
Yeah.
It's real life, so who cares?
Yeah, so your dildo
brewing company and museum.
And museum.
So is the museum, it's about the town of dildo.
The history of
obviously.
dildo.
Yeah.
Dildo, Newfoundland, for those of you at home.
Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon who had a long-standing bit with this town?
Probably.
Yeah,
what would they be called? Dildoans?
Dildoians?
Dildites.
Plugs.
That's probably a bit too far.
Why? Why is that too far, Tyler? We're on vacation, bro. We can be a little bit loose.
Yep, it's a nation vacation edition of the Real Life Podcast. Jay's been in Toronto for well over 24 hours. Bag Milk and I have been here for 6 minutes.
I just checked in from a flight home.
We literally woke up this morning. You're like, the first email I had was check in for your flight home.
Yeah,
it's a quick trip. You guys had we all had weather issues in Toronto, so that caused some flight delays.
It was like
out of Edmonton.
Interesting weather to arrive to last night. It's not like there's a ton of snow, but it was the really wet, fuck things up snow.
Yeah. Like when so I was able to get on a flight, and because I had some meetings with Playmaker that I had to be here for, so I was able to get into town a little bit earlier. And when I landed in Toronto, like one of the runways was shot of just snow. Like snow removal, like 10 snow removal machines going. Oh, wow. Cleaning up the runways. There's just planes all over the place. I was trying to. Bag Milk's like, how's the weather look? Does it look like they can cancel our flight? I'm like, oh no, it's fine. Just trying to keep things positive and light.
So lying to us.
Yeah, straight up lying to us.
Yeah, straight up lying.
I was trying to prevent mass hysteria.
It was just one of those things where it's like you couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like Captain Planet doesn't exist in real life, Tyler, so we couldn't control the weather for coming into Toronto.
But on the flight,
Porter was actually a cool airline.
A very cool airline. So I'd never heard of it before. The seats were like brand new and nice.
I love most importantly, 2x2s, no middle seat.
No middle seat. Unbelievable.
Love that.
Free meal.
Yep.
So we both had ham and cheese croissant sandwiches.
Do you know that Tyler does not like brie cheese?
I don't get very...
Why am I not surprised?
So he opens up this croissant ham and cheese sandwich, which was lovely. There's too much cheese on this thing. I'm like, well, it's brie. It's not like a really flavorful cheese. It's going to add like a nice texture. And it did. And you pulled it off. You didn't even eat it.
No, like it left some on there, which was a good amount for me. The remnants.
It was
he wanted to make the croissant emulate warm tap water as best as he could.
Yeah, you want him to dry it out for him a little bit.
The point I'm making is that Porter was cool and free beers.
Yeah.
And then at one point...
I actually heard I heard people having martinis.
Really?
Old fashions.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We were just getting beers.
I'm like, what the hell airline are you guys on?
But steam whistles, good beers.
Steam whistles was lovely.
Yeah. Bagged Milk and I had a couple, and then we're like, can we ask for another one? Is it like out of pocket to ask for another one? Then we look at Bearded Brad at like 4.
Yeah, Bearded Brad had the system down.
So then we were waiting to wave over our flight attendant, and Bagged Milk hits the fucking button on top of my seat. So then the flight attendant comes over, and I'm like laughing, and she's like, was that an accident? And I was like, yeah, sorry.
You could have just asked for the beer then, man.
Yeah.
Felt like a dick.
That's what the button's for.
Admitting that you did it by mistake is more of a dick. May as well have a request, bro.
I was just trying to help you out. I was doing what you were too scared to achieve.
You could have spoken up.
Yeah, I didn't. It was your button, though. Yeah.
Fair enough. I want to get into one more of these beers, actually.
They're delicious.
Oh, you want another dildo?
Can you buy these at home or no?
One's never enough.
Don't know.
I doubt it.
Did you say one is never enough? Tyler, that is disgusting.
That's where we draw the line?
That is like, I'm just having fun, and now you've gone too far. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yep, sounds like it. I'm sure all the listeners would agree.
Well, tweet at us at Nation Real Life and tell us if Tyler's gone too far.
I hurt my finger.
Oh, now he hurt his poor fingy.
There we go. I was worried I wouldn't be able to open it.
Just popped your dildo?
Yeah, popped it open. Ready to go.
Then what are you going to do with your dildo?
Drink it.
With your
Mouth.
gross. Did it again.
Ram that dildo in
Jay is in like pure vacation mode. First off,
He did say he was going to be a 17-year-old today on Oilers.
I'm very excited today. Like this
I'm
is,
too.
I love like, well, because you know we're always working, right? And yes, this is considered work a little bit, but this is also like a lot of fun of the work. So you get in vacation mode, you get to just enjoy it as a human, and everything is exciting.
For me, to be honest, this is Saturday night in Toronto, Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a hockey bucket list item I have to cross off tonight.
I know.
And the
I'm
fact that
so
we're
excited.
watching it in a suite
I know.
is ridiculous.
And there's going to be duck fat potatoes, Tyler.
I'm excited
fat
for that.
potatoes.
They're delicious.
I've never had duck or duck fat.
Really?
Once again, colored me shocked. We had steak. There's steak on the menu too.
I'm so excited for the steak. I love
Okay.
steak. That's my favorite kind of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, that was an interesting
All right.
Sorry.
articulation.
Yeah.
Choice of words, Tyler.
Yeah, where am I going with this?
I don't know. You were excited about some hot meat in your mouth.
Yeah, while you also have a dildo in your hand.
Kids are
This is
dicks.
very conflicting here.
This is supposed to not be a Lost Tapes edition.
Actually,
of the
can you
pod.
reach in that box and grab me another dildo?
Is yours empty?
Yes, I got an empty dildo.
Prove it. Okay.
Are you triggered from yesterday on the flight when we asked for beers and she's like, "Are you done those beers?"
And I was like, no, we have a sip left. And she goes, I'll come back when you're done then. And I was like,
Was she being funny though?
no. The delivery, unless she's...
I heard the outfits were funny, like old
They had
school.
a nice, I don't know what you would call that circular cap. It
Yeah.
was like a cylinder.
And what's the Escott? Is that what you call it?
Jesus.
Whoa.
That was trippy. My beer
Jake-
just started
His
doing the
dildo was
moonwalk.
moving on its own.
I would say it was vibrating its way across the table.
It's a little wet.
Don't listen to this episode with your kids.
Once again, this one's going into the archives.
Take them to the museum.
This
No,
is
we're
a paid
putting-
for. This is an OnlyFans episode.
We're putting this one out.
I know we are.
Take your kids to the museum, though.
Yeah, earmuffs, kids. Tyler's being disgusting.
Yep.
All right, Oilers versus Leafs tonight.
Yeah. Will they serve dildos at the game?
I hope so, because they're
Tyler.
delicious. I would pay extra for a dildo this
I have
delicious.
beef right now. Jay, again, vacation mode Jay, is laying in my bed in the hotel room and kept his fucking shoes on. The disrespect.
He did say they were
Charlie
fresh shoes, though.
Murphy!
And you're like, they're clean shoes. I was like, I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
I did walk around the city in last night. Fuck your couch. You remember the Dave
I
Chappelle?
love that. So
Oh.
good.
And that's is that Prince?
Yeah, Prince.
Oh no, it's Rick James.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Rick
no, it's
James.
Rick James
One
on,
of the five
on,
fingers
on
say to
Eddie
the face.
Murphy's chart.
Yeah. Slap.
Have you seen those, Tyler?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should watch those.
No, I'm so
love it.
jealous. I want to watch them with you.
Because he's also on the plane. He was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is my favorite show. Of
I've
all
never
time.
seen it, so I'm
it's
starting
funny.
it.
Okay, you have to watch the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Stories
I think
on
they're all
Chappelle
just
Show.
on YouTube too.
Yeah. Okay.
There's two or three of them. There's Rick James, Prince. I feel like there's a third one.
There could be. The Prince one is excellent because that's the basketball one,
Yeah.
and then the Charlie Murphy.
Oh
and
my God. There's
James is
so much Oh yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous you haven't seen it yet because it's so magical to watch the first time.
Like yesterday on the plane, Tyler was working through the first season of It's Always Sunny and laughing out loud, and I was so jealous because I know the episodes he was watching.
Yeah.
I tried to hook my AirPods in at one point, and I wasn't allowed. The technology would not allow.
It said it should have, but then it didn't. Anyways, the first night in Toronto was fun. Met some friends from Betway. Met some Blue Jays friends.
Nice guy.
Yeah, good guy. You spent the whole day with them and had a good time, which was awesome.
Yeah.
How are
And
the friends at
then
Playmaker?
Playmaker's great. Yeah, we had a nice lunch. We're hosting Betway in. They flew in from England.
crazy.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. One of them's from Montreal originally. He's Alex. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he was nice.
So yeah, I don't know. We had a great day with them, plotting and chatting and having a few beers. They have a fun game they do with a Guinness.
Which is?
So you order a Guinness, and it comes in that Guinness glass. And on the Guinness glass, there is like the harp design, and then underneath it says Guinness. So there's a line in between the harp and the Guinness, and it's called splitting the G. And you have to drink, and the one who gets closest or nails the line wins. Weird. Everything you do with Betway is involving a game. We had a putting contest in the Playmaker office. We had a left-handed putting contest. Everything was a game and betting. It was hilarious and awesome. But called Splitting the G. And yeah, you drink and you have to feel it with your sips on where the level's going to be. And then closest to wins. Yeah.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. So needless to say, we drank a lot of Guinness because we played that game a ton.
Every time you want to play, you have to order a fresh Guinness.
That's a heavy one though. Like I can only have 1 or 2.
It's
Guinness.
a misnomer, man. We got to break the stigma. Guinness is not a heavy beer.
I love a Guinness, but I feel like they're filling.
It's because they're not carbonated, so they just feel like they look heavy. But they're actually one of the lightest beers. Is that Aaron Baddeley?
Yes.
Wow, that's a golfer I haven't seen in ages.
I think it's him. There's someone who made the cut at 54 years old, the oldest one to make the cut at the Players. We're watching golf on the TV for people listening to the podcast. I guess they would have lost that reference a little bit. He's not 54, though.
He is certainly not 54.
No. Oilers Leafs tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a lot of Oilers jerseys while we were on the bus ride in yesterday as well, actually.
There's some activity around us
There's
here.
like a Fountain Tire convention.
We just went and got coffee this morning, Tyler, and there was a lady just in Tim Hortons wearing an Oilers jersey.
Yeah, there was.
Ready to go. I love it.
I met a lovely elderly couple from Brantford, Ontario, a.k.a. the birthplace of Wayne Gretzky. And she taught Brent Gretzky at school.
Why didn't she teach the good one?
Because he was too good and too busy playing hockey. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
He was in the Sioux, playing junior at like 12.
That's neat, though.
Yeah.
Small world shit, almost.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, it was it was just funny. They're a very lovely couple. They're going to the game. They're very excited. It's one of them's the husband's 83rd birthday.
Wow.
And the son is taking them to the hockey game because he's a huge Leafs fan. So it was kind of cool. So I told him I'm cheering for a 5-4 Oilers win, so you get to see an entertaining game from your Leafs.
6-4 puck line.
Oh yeah, I did sprinkle on the puck line, so I should, yes.
Speaking of Leafs fans, though, we're gonna have our boy Adam Seaborn in the box
he
today.
is gonna get just inundated.
And
He's wearing a Leafs jersey. He said,
Yeah,
the Oilers need to win so that I can make the rest of his night horrible.
Yes.
I like that plan.
First of all, don't wear a Leafs jersey in our box when we're in here. I respect it, though. 2,
You would do the same thing if the roles were reversed.
yeah, of course I would. He hasn't retweeted my podcast once. Not even once.
"Oh,
He's never promoting your pod. That should be the bet.
And he also calls you Bags,
Yes,
he does.
which I kind of like.
I don't.
But I would never call you Bags. But coming from him, it just sounds right.
It just sounds right, yeah.
I call you BM
Yep.
or Baggy Boy,
Yep.
but he goes Bags, and like he drops it a lot. He'll be like, "Oh man, we got to show this to Bags."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
It never gets
talking
my real
about?
name ever from him. Ever.
So Adam, who is the head of sales for Playmaker, but essentially for us because he's in Canada, so he helps us a lot. Yeah. Acast, which is the platform that this podcast is being distributed on, listened on. Acast sent him, because of all of our podcasts, they sent him to this conference to speak about sports podcasts as like a subject matter expert because of us.
Because of this podcast.
This podcast solely.
Yeah. They said, listen, the Real Life podcast is doing fucking great.
Numbers.
It's breaking barriers.
There are people in other industries who want to know about it.
They
you need
somehow
to go to Vegas.
make talking about dildos entertaining and engaging.
Yeah.
And delicious. Tyler's zoned out again.
Yeah, he's
This is
completely gone.
classic real life where he gets zoned out on his phone.
I want to read you a quote that just took my attention away from Jacob Chikrin.
I know what it
is
is.
this what his diet?
He's Liver King.
I'm also eating
so he's
raw
on steroids.
liver, raw beef heart, doing all this crazy stuff. The taste is awful, but your body almost craves it when you eat it consistently because it's just so nutrient dense. What the fuck? I'm happy the Oilers didn't get that guy.
Do you know which TikTok account, allegedly, in my opinion, that Jake Chikrin loves?
Probably.
The Liver King.
Yeah.
Missed the recent news, though, I guess.
Yeah. Fuck, that's
So who would have thought? You eat all that shit and do steroids and get super jacked.
Yeah.
Who would have seen that coming?
You know what? You read that quote, and it just made me happier that we have Matthias Ekholm. What do you feel about that, Tyler?
He probably wrestles the reindeer and just bites off right off
into
the
it. Yeah.
Bites in the neck.
still
like a
alive
lion.
carcass.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, he chokes it out.
He just
bites
like
it right on the
he goes
neck.
old school.
Blood in the beard.
I do
Everything.
like that you, Bags, are getting into the Matthias Ekholm meme game.
Well, I got to.
It's good stuff.
I showed you a couple of the templates that I had queued up, and then I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know
there
if I
was
can
a
use
couple
one.
that just shouldn't see the light
Do
of
you
day.
know that you can't find shirtless pictures of Matthias Ekholm anywhere on the internet?
Hey, Gregor,
What?
why don't you do your fucking job as a beat reporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, sneak in a topless pic.
We don't
Yeah.
know where he ranks on the all abs team, and it's bothering me.
Let's
Because you
get
know he's
Avery.
shredded.
Send Avery. Avery's in the room.
Doesn't he strike you as maybe more of like a dad bod guy, though?
No, Stephen
No.
Ellis is in the room tonight. We've got an assignment for daily face-offs to Stephen Ellis tonight.
All right, Steve.
I'm going to text him.
Yep. Ellis, we need to know what
Shirtless
them abs look
Ekholm
like.
pic, or you're fired.
I'm going to make it seem really serious. Hey, man.
Yeah, or you can't go to the World Juniors. or
Yes, or you're not. Yeah.
I love the way that guy plays.
Oh,
I love him.
it's like I said. I'm not gonna stop saying this because I'm so happy the effects he has. It's how he plays, and it's how everyone on his team plays around him. Like Bouchard is now a completely different player. He's calmed him down. Daryl is a completely different player. He's calming him down. Like Daryl needs. He needs to remove the mental baggage of signing that contract that he lets hang over him, that he's trying too hard to try to go and achieve when he doesn't actually need to try so hard and force things. Just go and play your game, dude. A settled down Daryl is very important to us. Matthias Ekholm provides that calmness. And your Chuck once again.
I texted Ellis.
Oh, and
All right.
I said, hey, man, know you're covering the game tonight. Have a request for you. Can you take 2 minutes and head to the Oilers room to take a pic of Matthias Ekholm for the website? And then in my next text, I said, he needs to be shirtless, by the way.
I look forward to getting the update from Ellis when you
Wow.
get back to you.
That's
What-
a
he's like,
requirement.
what
That
kind
could
of
be an
company do you
HR
work
complaint.
for?
But I like the idea of him reading that, being like, yeah, I can do that. Oh, for sure. This will be easy. Oh. Pardon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matthias Ekholm's been... We've always talked about the answer being a forward who's going to slide into the top
I
six.
don't know.
Matthias Ekholm is the answer of all answers.
We were talking about this morning when Tyler and I woke up. Just could you imagine what it's like for Tyson Barrie now when he goes out on the power play in Nashville and he's snapping it around to the ghost of Ryan Johansson and like
Oh, Duchesne.
It's like, oh, man, Cody Glass is open back door. That's not Leon Draisaitl. I'll tell you that for free.
man.
Like I said, I was a little emotional initially on the acquisition cost because I thought losing Barry was very was not
Time
a good
heals
move.
all wounds.
My boy
But, like-
Nick cried on Better Late Than Never in the voicemail about Tyson.
Like
Barrie.
actually shed tears
he
and
was
wept.
legitimately crying.
Wow.
Yeah, I told him to cry louder. It was good for ratings.
That's fair.
But it was emotional. We love Tyson Barrie, but
I really
Matthias
do, but,
Ekholm
like,
is making me forget him.
Holy
in a big
shit!
way.
Yeah, like it's we are different now, and let's we talk about unknown every day. Like we've got this crazy fourth line now,
Yeah.
which is just insane to say. Like Derek Ryan, McLeod, and why am I drawing a blank? Devon Shore. Jeez, that's why.
Come on, you change his numbers and the guy
I
is just a
know,
superhero.
I've forgotten. Yeah, and Devon Shore, my lord, what is going on there?
Well, Well, that's the thing that's interesting because even on Oilers Nation every day, I was reading the chat and there's like, get Klim Kostin in, get Klim Kostin in. I want Klim in too.
Yeah, but where do you slot him in?
Devin Shore is on a 3-game point streak right now. He's playing really, really good hockey.
Can you find Devin Shore point anywhere for tonight?
Probably not, if I'm being honest.
Sportsbook don't know how to handicap.
What do you guys think about Campbell not getting a grudge game back at home? I said it on After Dark the other day, Tyler, when the Oilers beat the Bruins. Had to be Stu because the points are too expensive, or the too important right now.
They are, and that's fair.
They are expensive. And we need them. The Oilers are tied for.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, Skinner is our number one, man. So when you go to the big smoke on Hockey Night in Canada Saturday, you put in the big guns.
We'll clap when the tribute video goes.
Oh, but you'll feel so bad for him sitting there as the backup.
No, good,
when the Oilers are up
play better, dude.
Hello.
It's just like they don't have time for him to work out his game. And it pains
No, they
me to
really
say.
don't.
He should really go to Bakersfield for some kind of conditioning stint. Really, and just play a shit ton.
But you can't, right?
I know.
It doesn't work.
But you
should. We're done this year. Like I said, I made this point again on ON every day. Like, it's just not going to happen this year. He can figure out his game in the summer. How about you come into the year with the right equipment and have that all sorted out? And we'll try this whole thing again next season. I don't think they're buying him out. I don't think they're trading him, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I know people are going to be jumping down my throat with that take again. But, like, it's the reality of the league. Like, it would be
I don't understand why anybody would jump down your throat for that anyway. They're not buying him out.
Well, yeah, but people were like...
nobody's going to trade for him either.
Everyone's like, with Connor McDavid, you don't care about Jack Campbell's feelings. You get rid of that guy. And people keep pointing, look what Dubas did with Mrazek. Dubas paid a first-round pick to get out of 1 year.
And he signed Matt Murray.
Yeah.
But he got out of 1 year of Peter Mrazek at like 3 point something, and it cost him a first.
Yeah.
What do you think 4 years of Campbell at
Exactly.
$5 million is going to be? 6 first-round picks? People are like, you pay the price. Like Jay on all our deadline shows. You pay the price, but you don't pay the price to get rid of Campbell. You ride with that guy. You're married to him.
And honestly,
you buy him out.
And honestly, I feel like he will get back to his average numbers at some point. It's just probably not going to be this year.
Maybe.
The only concern is that you listen to goaltending like experts in analysis, like Kevin Woodley, and he's like, man, his expected numbers like are exactly like this is it, and it's like, fuck.
But they're not though. Like historically, he's better than this.
Marginally, yeah.
Not marginally.
Man, last year, Woodley said it. There was like a 7-week stretch where he was the worst goalie in the NHL. Like, he does this. He goes on long stretches where he's not good.
Yeah,
but
it's been...
hopefully he settles into his backup role next year, right? And he's a good 1B for this team.
His career average is .910.
In my group chat, it says Oilers are playing Campbell.
I don't think so.
Who said that?
This is my group chat.
Your group chat's full of beans.
I'm going to do a Twitter search.
And then my buddy, the one replies, thought they weren't. And then he said, Nation reporting.
Waz, what are you doing, Waz?
So we're saying this?
No, Waz put on, I saw it on Instagram that Stu was starting. What nation are they following?
Yeah, Leafs Nation.
Mark Spector tweeted an hour ago, Jack Campbell just held an articulate and heartfelt scrum. Not an easy one for him as tonight's backup, but handled it like a pro.
Yeah. Yeah, your group chat's off.
All right. No, we're not. That's my reply.
Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner said they would have liked to see Campbell get the start tonight.
Yeah, shocker.
I'm sure they would.
Stunner.
Yeah, because they want point night.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. And it sucks to say it. Like, you don't want to rip on Jack Campbell, but the reality is that Stuart Skinner's the better option. Play him.
Yeah, I'm removing the person from this, and just it's about the performance.
It's a numbers game.
And it's like, it ain't it, son.
Performance-based industry.
Pro sports is a cold motherfucker.
I know.
Right now, we need the wins. The thing is, the Oilers are winning, but so are the teams ahead of them, so we can't just...
They're not stopping.
Exactly. So we can't just pass up points ever.
I just got up on the bed and my foot...
You're like stomping your fucking feet on my bed. I'm going to go into your room, and I'm going to jump on your bed with my shoes on. I'm going to go run in puddles first.
Well...
There's a lot
Eva's from the north side, and she is not afraid to punch a motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
She'll sharpen up a toothbrush, bro.
But if I would understand, I'd be like, Jay did this. This is Jay's fault. Bag Milk and I...
Yeah, don't worry, and then I'll feel the wrath after.
Bag Milk and I were walking through the hallway yesterday, and there was a couple fighting in their room.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it was a couple. 2 people fighting in their room, and the only thing you hear is like a man's voice being like, you never respect my ideas. And we stopped and we were like, should we stay for a bit? I was like, no, we can just go.
That'd been great audio for my podcast.
That
Though.
would have been very funny.
Tyler wouldn't let me record.
Like the time you live tweeted your neighbors fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to do that.
Are we going to hot tub?
I got to go to the library bar.
So you want to wrap this up? A little 24-minute pod?
Where's the library bar?
So when you get out of the elevators, you go to the left, you see like that open lobby bar.
Yeah.
Go to the right to the library bar. Oh, we can wrap up and whatever, but I got to head there at some point.
I want to get lunch. That breakfast was not big enough for me.
It wasn't very good either.
It was not.
What'd you have?
Just
breakfast
a
sandwiches.
Sandwich
From?
Hortons.
Oh, well,
It was small.
there. Well,
We were going to go to a better coffee place, but then we saw it and we're like, wow, we're lazy.
yeah, fair.
Don't need to walk.
Yeah.
Look at how much like ice and snow falls from the windows.
There's a sign outside just down the road that says watch for falling ice, and I couldn't think of a more embarrassing way to go.
Beckmilk said if he dies from falling ice, I need to make up a better story.
Yeah. Or at least post it on the website so we get the page views.
I'm going to butcher the name of this movie because I'm watching it. I watched it on the plane ride. The Banshees of Inverskiren. And
What?
yeah. And so anyways, he tells this story, this Porky Pie, a lie, about how this guy's dad died because a bread van ran him over.
Bread van?
Yeah, so
That's
similar
embarrassing.
weird way to die.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
And he made it up just to like make up. He's like, oh no, that's how my mom died. That's what the guy said. So he's losing his mind. So anyways, people die for weird reasons, unfortunately. Watch out for the bread van.
Yeah.
Watch that movie though. It's weird as fuck, but kind of funny.
I've got the new season of You to wrap up on the flight home.
I'm just going to download a bunch of It's Always Sunny.
I'm jealous again.
Our flight here was quick. It was like 3 hours and 20 minutes because the wind was pushing us.
Oh, it's nice. You got a tailwind. I once, when I flew back from New Zealand, the flight was supposed to be 12 hours or 12 and a half hours. And we got in like sub 10 hours. We made up 2.5 hours in the air.
Wow.
Like we had to be buzzing. Like McDavid will be tonight.
I do think we're getting a big McDavid night.
Do you know what's
It's
disrespectful
destiny.
though? Over 2.5 points is like plus 190 or
I know.
something. Like
Well, so what they need to start doing is offering plus 3.5 points.
You can't, like, come on.
why not?
How many times has he done that this year?
Do you know that he's
enough.
got more 4-point games this season than he has 0-point games?
He's only been held off the score sheet 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
So that means he has like 7 or 8 4-point nights.
Sportsnet, I don't remember the exact number, but Sportsnet
He
had a
is-
graphic up the other day.
He has 1 5-pointer and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 4-point
See?
games.
Old Bag Milk pulls something out of the archives.
So it happens like on average once every 7-ish games.
Well, we're due.
When was the last time it happened?
We're due.
Oh, yeah. Actually, we might be due. That might be a good point, BM. He hasn't had one in 6.
And
Oh, okay. So
Come on.
Should we just talk ourselves into this?
Yes. We're manifesting a win tonight. I'm unloading the clip.
Gah, gah.
There's no bet I won't go for today, including over 50 or under 58 and a half faceoffs.
Hey, man, we're rooting for no whistles.
Let the boys play.
Wave it off. Wave it off. There's no icing. Play it, Stu.
I love it.
All right. Quick little 30-minute episode of the pod. No intros, no extras. Just a little nation vacation update for you.
Checking in from Toronto. What's
Checking
your
in from
score
T.O.
prediction today?
I'm
4-2
going
win.
I'm gonna say they win 6-4.
Ooh, you
over.
betting the over?
Bet the over.
Really? I'm not betting the over. Stu's dialed in.
It's been like 7 or 8 straight games where he's been 3
oh
goals or less.
shit, I read that wrong. Whoops. We are posting. We're posting on social that Skinner's the backup on Instagram.
Who? Why? Go yell at someone, Bag Milk.
Yep. Was. Come on, man.
What's even going on? What did we post?
I
Stuart
don't-
Skinner's expected to be the backup tonight against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on it.
So I'm like ripping my buddy. I'm like, because I looked at the post and I just saw this. We announced Skinner. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. He's like, are you drinking? I'm like, well, I have had a few dildos, but
The
I'm like,
dildos go down smooth.
I'm like, oh shit, I just read it. You're right. I'm like,
Throw me my phone. Where's my? It's behind.
I
me.
already texted him.
Who was that? Was that Wanye? Let's throw somebody under the bus here. That was my phone over there.
Oh, it's like literally right next to me. Here you go.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to our friends at AMA Travel, by the way.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
I texted Waz. I said, Skinner's starting with a screenshot of his post, and he just responded and said, bet.
So it was probably Wanye then. I will change that. Because Waz just texted me too, and he said, please have a drink for another celebratory milestone. Oilers Nation just hit 70,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, because we're spreading fake news.
Yeah, fake
I
news sells.
Twitter searched it. I believe it's Stu getting the start tonight.
He is getting the start. Did you delete the post already?
Waz just said, holy fuck up by me. I thought I put starter.
Oh, Waz, come on, man.
Jesus.
Reading is hard, though.
Reading, typing, a lot of things are difficult in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to our friends at AMA Travel, also South Island Pico. We had someone tweeting us the other day who's trying them for the first time.
Southern Alberta, you bought them at a grocery store.
Yeah,
That's
which
amazing.
is crazy.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And he gave us the review, and obviously he said
I'm going to find it real quick.
he said it was a
Keep going. Keep
yeah,
going.
Yeah, well, I was gonna bastardize his review, but you'll actually give the proper one.
Yeah, I'll give it. Just you gotta keep going until I.
Shout out to our friends at Betway as well. Also, the birthday bash next Saturday. You need to get your tickets in advance because it's going to sell out. Someone DM me and was like, can I buy tickets at the door? No. Buy them online. $20.07. You get a t-shirt, you get a swag bag, you get a chance to win autographed jerseys as well. It's going to be unbelievable. And a prepaid drink when you show up at the Pint, too.
And Tyler has his pro serve, so no monkeying around, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be serving up my signature cocktail, Grand Marnier and Di Serono.
All right, so we got Dirt and Diplomas.
Good name.
Found some South Island pies in a grocery store. The review from one day ago. Steak and cheese today. They aren't kidding. Hot as magma when they come out is accurate. Once my taste buds cooled down and I could dig in, I was left disappointed. Disappointed that the pie isn't 3 times bigger because, yep, they are very tasty. The flaky, crunchy crust is the key. 5 stars.
I love that. I love that review.
Took you on a ride. He took you for a right, and then he took a left.
That's a guy who knows how to tell a story.
Sells a sizzle.
He's clearly read
He's selling the sizzle and the steak that you get inside a delicious South Island pie.
He's clearly read the Ron Popeil biography.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, shout out to the last episode.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be a wrap on this mini micro edition of the Real Life Podcast. We're going to go enjoy Toronto. If you want more shenanigans, we might do a better late than never, like tomorrow morning before we go. Like a little micro pod in bed. We're going to set up the Roadcaster, just sleep with our mics next to us, and then wake up and hit record. So look forward to that.
Should we just record our sleep sounds all night?
It's a 12-hour podcast with an ad somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Find the ad. That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Enjoy the game.